Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, using the Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman. The artwork is by, if I can read it through the camera, Katrina Sokolova. If I can move my finger. If you want to find stuff by them, there are websites here, ToriHartman.com, and I think it's Watkins with an S Publishing.com. It's right there. Hopefully I can hold it still. That way you can freeze the frame and get that information if you so desire it. I have a feeling if you looked it up online, if you looked Tori Hartman up online, I think you'd find it easily anyway. Supportive Oracle cards. Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia. It's either Flavia or Flavia. I always mess up her name. I'm so sorry. Barbara and Lisbeth. There's their full names. But they do have a website too. SheWhoIsArt.com. If I can get it close enough. It's right over here. So if you want to look up that stuff, I just think some of the artwork is really beautiful. So who knows what else they have out there. I don't know if I've checked this website. Seems like life is all over the place lately. I can't remember my name half the time. All right. What do we have for Capricorn? Oh, I really like that. But what's going on with you? Okay, hold on. Almost there. Somebody's like got all these ideas for you. I think this might be good for you. I mean, definitely, you're not doing anything you don't want to do. Like, I'm not even trying to play that game. Don't get me wrong. They have to give you a reason. Like, they have to give you something. And I don't think it's so much about the reason. I don't think it's about the conversation. Something here is, like, making me really nervous. Like, it's almost like, cold feet to a wedding. Or, the other thing I got is, like, when you're getting just to go down that first dip on the roller coaster. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be great, but it's just kind of like, I don't know if I want to do this. Like, I don't know if I want to do this. You've got a lot of positive energy coming, but I'm getting the 9 of Swords, which is stress. And then I'm getting like, even though I feel like I'm asking questions, I'm getting answers, I'm just like, I feel like it's a big deal. Like, this is like, almost like, purchasing land or like, taking out a big loan or, seriously, like, buying a new house and or something like that. It's like, it's a big investment. This is not something we take lightly is what I'm getting. I don't think I have a lot of Capricorn energy in my chart, but I'm getting this we feeling. Like, this is not something where the Capricorn energy would take this lightly. Like, oh, this is an investment. I get involved with this. It's not even like I have a choice. I feel like if I get into this, like, then it has to work. Like, I don't get involved in this to go, hopefully. No. That's not that's not how we do this. If I'm doing this, it will work, but how much is it going to be on me to do it? Am I going to get support from others? Or is the funding I need going to be there? Is the funding going to be kind of low and it's going to be a slow, steady race, which you can do, but it's kind of like, do I want that? Do I want to take forever and a day to get this done? What else can I do? It looks good, but it makes you nervous. Makes you nervous. Looks good, makes you nervous. Makes you real nervous. Because it's kind of like, okay, if I'm doing this, I'm committing to it. Are you going to do it? You do have success coming forward. I don't know why I have to say this, but maybe for the right ones of you, it'll make sense. And I know not everybody does this, maybe because I'm old school. If you literally get a notebook, and every day you just add to your pros and cons list, like create whatever the situation is, because you're not going to do anything in 5 seconds. It's just not normal for Capricorn. You're going to have to think it out. But like maybe in the front of the book, put your pros, in the back of the book, put the cons. And then every day just either write down a new pro or con, and then if you don't have something new to write, just like elaborate on something you've already put. Like, okay, I like the location. What I don't like is leaving the current location. So the next day you're like, okay, I can't think of anything else for that. But what I do like about the new location is like it's closer to the forest, and I like the walkways around there. I like that. What I don't like is I like the neighborhood I'm currently in. I don't want to lose that. So I see like I'm like elaborating. If you give yourself a break, I'm getting, and just every day just elaborate on that list just a little bit, however you see fit. If you want to add another thing to it, do that. If you just want to elaborate on something like a pro or con, do that. I feel like this will help you really get, more on board about what you really want to do, and just kind of help you relax and kind of like make your decision appropriately without it driving you crazy. You might also want to do like in 2 years and 5 years. If I make this decision, where do I see myself in 2 years? Where do I see myself in 5 years? If I don't make this decision, where do I do this? Where do I see myself in 2 years? Where do I see myself in 5 years? I think the thing is like the writing it down though, because for some reason I feel like Capricorn naturally kind of does that type of thing, but I feel like not everybody writes it down or logs it and reviews it, and I feel like that could really make the difference for you. Because I think this is a really good thing for you, whatever it is. You got to decide for yourself. You got to see the proof. Like, Earth is like, prove it. Prove it to me. Show me. Show me why I should believe in you. That's Earth, right? And I'm getting a lot of good energy here, but I'm also like, the nerves, like, you don't want this to hold you down. The Devil card is your card, which tells me this is for you. This is your moment. But it's kind of like, don't hold yourself back. Be careful of other people being too pushy, in the sense of, step away from it, subtract their influence if you can. Kind of like, okay, if they weren't a part of this and they weren't saying what they were saying, what would I feel without their connection to this? If they weren't pushing on me, if they weren't putting pressure on me, if I subtract that out, if I can do that, then how do I feel? How do I feel without their influence? Because I feel like they're saying, when people get really pushy, especially Capricorn, like, not a fan. Like, but it's almost like you can have this knee-jerk reaction to just dig your feet in and just kind of like, well, if you're going to push, I'm not moving. I don't care if I should or not. I'm just not going to. Because I don't put up with that. No. If you're going to push, I'm just going to stand here. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I have a few Capricorns in my family, and I know a couple of them who have told me years later, especially when they were younger, that they would have that trait, and they would just do that and then be like, it's almost like they played into somebody else's hand when they did it. Like, it's like other people were just, betting that they would do that. So people would push them to get them to hold their ground. And then they'd realize later, like, that didn't work to my benefit. So keep that in mind. Is it going to happen? The communication, that's the problem. That's the problem. Whatever's coming in with communication towards you, that's the problem. I really think that's the problem. Somebody isn't saying something, like, it's just not compatible. It's just not compatible the way they're saying it. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know if they're rude. I know it's a general read, so they could be saying something very rude. They could be very insistent. They could be giving you half-truths, or they're not giving you enough backup to what they're saying. The communication coming towards you is not your friend. It's just not working. Like, I'm not saying this person isn't your friend. I'm saying it's just not conducive. So that's why I'm saying, subtract out their influence. How do you feel without that? That will be a lot better. Because the transformation is trying to happen. The Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands, something that's going to stick for a long time. The transformation is going to bond this for a long. It's going to stay. It's going to stick. It's going to be a great thing. Somebody else also feels like it's a really good thing for you and for them. Somebody else feels like they're going to enjoy it with you, or they're going to have some type of connection to it, to where, it benefits them too, not just you. The world is coming forward. There's good energy. Success is here for you. And the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. That's awesome for Capricorn. That's what you want. That's typically what Capricorn wants. Typically. Because that means, we're having a really good start, slow, stable start, but it gets better, bigger, faster as it goes, as appropriate. When I get used to it, when I know what's going on, we can go faster. When I know that, okay, we can go a little bit more. This looks like it's really good. I think this is this whole thing. Like, some change is trying to come in. It's just the energy coming towards you. I feel like they have to realize that you have to do this on your terms, and they have to back off a little bit. It's not like you're not telling them that, because I think you are. I just feel like they might be a little overexcited, which I don't think works for you either. It's great that they're excited, But, like, not to the point where we make quick decisions and we make mistakes. Because I'm getting they want to go faster. They just want to, like, they're like, oh, what if we miss it? We have to go now. We have to move now. We don't want to miss it. We have to move now. We got to move now. You're like, calm down. If it's that knee-jerk reaction, it's probably not that great. That's not Capricorn either. We don't make 5-second chances. We don't gamble our future. We don't gamble our future. We have stability to stand on. We have something solid. We have like a bedrock. We have something solid. There's a solid base here we're going to be standing on. We're not just going to jump on clouds and hope something's there. You know, if it's all very misty and it looks like it could be clouds, but there's probably rocks there, probably something for me, just probably something to stand on, but there's no guarantee. Well, I'm not going. I'm not going until I have a way to test it. I need to touch. I need to see that it's solid. I need to know I'm not going to fall to my death. I need to know that. I'm not going to just jump out from. I'm not just going to jump and go, hope it works out. That's not Capricorn. Nope. Not this stereotypical base energy for Capricorn. Everybody has their own version of it because your chart makes it a little bit different flavor for every person, but I'm just saying. Because I feel like this is going to grow. When I see the financial health, especially with your energy adding into it, kind of like, you know, it's an investment energy. Kind of like, I see where it's going to go. I see where it is today. I see where it's going to be in a couple years. I see where it's going to be in a decade. You're going to work this out. I feel like they're saying, just don't let this person's excitement deter you too much. Don't let it get to you too much. Excuse yourself from them or get yourself away from them. Again, subtract their energy out for a minute. How do you feel? I feel like that's the clarity you need. I feel like also the book or like the writing down of your pros and cons list, especially when you're away from them, it helps you come back to like, okay, this is what I feel. Like they're driving me nuts and they keep throwing this information at me, but this is what I feel. It doesn't matter. Like some of it they are on board with, others of it they don't see. Like just because they like something that I like, it doesn't mean it's good or bad or indifferent. I need to feel it on my own. Because this is going to work out. You got protection here too. I just noticed that. And it feels like a pentacle she's holding. It looks very much Mother Earth, very pentacle energy. This is something that's going to be stable and stick with for a long time. The success is here. This is the card I keep looking at and I keep referencing. The Six of Wands. The success is definitely here for you. I feel like all you need to do, I think this whole reading is about this, is step back, subtract out other people, and just give yourself a moment to relax and just be like, where do I... Some people, like, I've done this, I haven't had to do it because I work for myself now, but, like, I used to work at jobs where I would literally have to go on lunch, and it was only a half-hour lunch, but I'd have to drive away just find a parking lot where I could just sit and just shut things off, like, turn off the radio, turn off the phone, and just sit there and just be like, all right, what do I think? Like, how do I feel? And just kind of like let my energy just kind of ground and just kind of, it was only half an hour, but like since I was all I could get, I just had to work with it and just kind of like let it relax and be like, all right, what do I think? And I would spend my lunch hour instead of eating, just relaxing and just be like, where does my brain sit with this? I think that's all you need. And I think the writing it down might help you just keep coming back to like, oh no, that is my thought. Like, because I feel like this energy is coming at you and you're just like, oh, there's a lot coming, but I think that's my thought, but they're telling me it's their thought. I don't think so. And then I go back to my own writing. I'm like, no, see, it was my thought. I knew it was my thought because I wrote it down here and I wouldn't have wrote it down if it wasn't my thought. They're thinking it's theirs. No, it's mine. That was my thought to begin with. So whatever they think is what they think. And I feel like it just gives me stability. It gives me structure. It kind of like, all right, yeah, they want it too. We both do want it, but we just got to do it on my terms and we'll be fine. I feel like that's where we have to get into the next level. Kind of like, all right, they want it, I do want it, but we're going to do it on my terms. And that's Capricorn saying, we're going to do this on my terms, and then it'll be fine. Do it on your terms. I think that's the final. Okay. Whew, there's a lot of energy with that. There's a lot of energy with Virgo, too. That's interesting. But I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below as well. Thank you for watching and have a great day.